What it says. I'm Razmik Bourtoutian. I'm a JavaScript developer at DEOUT. So today's talk will be web scraping with Puppeteer and NodeJS. So lately I've been working on web automation, headless Chrome, testing, and it's a very interesting thing to do, especially if you're you know about automation libraries. Does anyone know Phantom.js? No one? Nightmare? So testing. Testing is very important, but now we won't talk about testing. We're going to stick on the other side, the automation. So today's agenda will be introduction to headless Chrome, our guy Puppeteer, and later on we'll be talking about things you can do with Puppeteer, interesting things. And for that, I'm going to be referring to this pyramid. Let's call it the pyramid of Puppeteer. It will be describing our tools that we'll be using, starting with headless Chrome. You know Google Chrome, right? Yeah. The browser. So the browser. You click on the browser, Google Chrome, a window opens. You have a nice UI. You can type input. You can tweak the page. Are you use that?
Yes.
No. Of course, the browser. So on top of that, we have headless Chrome. What is headless Chrome? Headless Chrome is Chrome without Chrome. What does that mean? That means the Chrome without the view, without the UI. Okay? So at the bottom level, we have headless Chrome. On top of that, we have Chrome DevTools Protocol, CDP. What does that mean? It's the DevTools protocol. It's basically a JSON-based WebSocket API. We use it for tweaking the page. We can change the style, for example. That's it. Familiar or? Yeah. Of course. So on top of that, we have Puppeteer. So what is Puppeteer? Any idea? No? OK. You can install it via npm, Puppeteer. It's a modern Node library. That means it works very well with headless Chrome. It's a modern, you will see in my code, a lot of async await functions. Zero config. Zero config for Puppeteer means when you install Puppeteer, you automatically install Chromium with it. So you don't need a browser. You don't need to install Chrome or have Chrome in your computer. Automatically, it downloads Chromium with it. And the high-level API, you will see it in my demo code that I will be showing. So let's go to the fun part, taking a screenshot. Little question. If you will take a screenshot of a web page, let's say, what you will do? Open the browser, press print screen, then open it in the Paint or Photoshop, Tamar knows that, and crop the taskbar, and it's 10 minutes bullshit. In Puppeteer, with few lines of code, you will get that. OK. It's clear, right? Yeah. You're seeing behind? Cool. OK. What are we going to do here? It's const Puppeteer. It's requiring the library. Then an async function, const browser. We are opening the browser, the Chromium, first. Line 6. const page, await browser new page. We are opening a new tab in the Chromium. The same thing in Chrome, new tab. Then we are assigning the page size. Here we can tweak it. We can, I don't know, 480 by 200. It's the size of the screenshot of the screen. The screenshot will be with this size. Then we are going to, with page goto, we are going to, let's say, JSConf AM. You can type anything, Google, any page you want. Then we are making the screenshot, and we are assigning a path for it. I will just show you here in the project. This folder. You can name it whatever you want, and you can name the file whatever you want. And in the bottom, we are closing the browser. So what we have done, opened the browser, opened a new tab, went to the page that we want to take the screenshot, later on got the screenshot, and closed the page. That's it. With 5 or 6 lines of code, we have the screenshot. And now we're going to test it.
Does it take the screenshot of the viewport just or the whole page?
The whole page. We'll see it now. No. In this case, the whole page. Okay, let me show you.
Full page at the end. Full page true.
Because full page is true. If you remove that, you'll get just the chunk or the
View.
the view you are choosing.
I did was set viewport.
Mm-hmm.
So I did was set the viewport. It's the full page on the grid.
Yes, we can remove that. The viewport is. Mm-hmm. Just 1 second. Let me take the screenshot and I will answer. Hi.
What OS do you use?
Sorry.
Which OS do you use?
Which?
OS. Operation system.
It's Mac. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You need Node.
Last question. Windows, all we know that it has snipping tools, so we can take a screenshot of the play of the place that we want. So you did the same, but in your code.
Okay, 1 second. Let's keep the questions for the end, and I will answer you. Don't concentrate on screenshot. Puppeteer is not for screenshot. It's just for fun. It's the beginning.
Okay.
Just the beginning. Don't concentrate on screenshot. Even the presentation topic is not screenshots. It's scrapping. Don't concentrate on that. It's just for fun for now. Okay, so we have the screenshot as you can see here. I'm not a Mac Pro, so
Do you want to open the file?
yes.
Reveal in Finder and then group. Yes, sidebar river revealing Finder and it's
I think tools is a bit better. Okay, let's move on. Ce mi-a nesi clică? Bine, es fajn bit pana. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So, this is the screenshot. Sobie JS bardzo to jest.
Sorry, so the action is done without even opening the browser?
I will show you in a second. Okay. So, okay. So, Puppeteer doesn't work alone. You need your script, of course, what we are typing. So now a question. You know what scraping is?
Parsing through a web page, getting data.
Yes, collecting data from web pages. That's it. Is scraping illegal?
No, because we can do it with our eyes and
Yes and no. You can't say totally no, because in the web pages in web, you have copyrighted materials. You can't scrap that unless it's for personal use. Let's say a logo. You can take a logo from a website and use it as it is for you. Okay? So be careful. Turning from a developer to a criminal is very... Okay. Another thing. Okay, let's start with scrapping. We don't have a lot of time. So my project is gone. It's index. Okay, the answer for your question. What was the question?
Did it work without even opening the browser? We didn't see.
We didn't open the browser, right? In the first example, we didn't open the browser. So we have headless Chrome and headful Chrome. Headful means you will open the browser and see what Puppeteer is doing. And that's the command for it. Headless false. When you add headless false to launch, you will see the interaction of the browser and what it is doing. So you will see it now. Let's say I'm very bad in Mac. Inspect. We want to get the info of the speakers of today. How we can achieve that? It's very simple. So here you can see the query selector of speaker, class speaker. And we want to get the name and the position, right? So we choose name and position. As you can see, here. Now, what are we doing here? We are opening the browser in headless mode, waiting the page, entering the JS-conf. This is for waiting. If the page will load JavaScript or anything, any style or thing, we are just waiting for that the page will be loaded. Then, this page evaluate, that's the main key, main concept of Puppeteer. What does page evaluate do? It's waiting the page, waiting the page to get the result. Here, the scrapping is happening. So, we are creating an array. Let's make it fast. We are creating an array from this query selector all. We'll choose all the speaker call name. you saw it.
Is that the class name?
Yes, the class name, exactly. You get all the class names. The query selector all gets the class names. And please scroll down. Okay. Then it's usual JavaScript. I'm mapping over the array I created, create another array, and loop on the array, object assign, you know, JavaScript, of course. And in the end, I'm pushing the data to the array and returning the result. So the result will be index. And of course, final thing, I'm just displaying it in the console. So here, sorry, you wanted the browser, right? And we got all the ninjas we have. Okay. It's not. We are not doing this to just display it in the console. We can have a server, a database, and we can grab all this info and do every kind of thing we want to do. So yeah, I will answer this. Okay. So, you are fans of PDF? Yeah. I'm not. So, with Puppeteer, you can make a PDF from the web page. Let's make it fast. So we can move forward. Okay, meanwhile, let me show you the code of the PDF, of course.
Oh, open the package JSON.
No. Okay. So, it's the same thing, but what's the difference here? The format. You can select A4, A3. I don't know, I'm not that expert in PDF sizes. That's the difference. And of course, you'll have it in your folder. This guy is killing me. Okay. Last fun thing, you can make your browser talk, text-to-speech. By clicking a button, you can make it talk. But here we have a tiny difference. Chromium doesn't support the speech. So you're going to use Chrome, Canary, whatever browser you want, not Chromium. So for that, we're gonna make a simple tweak, which is, here is the text. That's it. You change the executable path. It differs from Windows to OS to Mac to Linux, everything. You just assign the path of your browser, not Chromium, of course. And here I made an HTML file because we are not referring to a website. The same way we have done earlier. And let's run it.
Hello there, my name is Puppeteer. Welcome to JavaScript Conference 2018.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, how can you make another user's browser to speak? Like my friend's browser.
I didn't
Can
get
you
the question.
Like run the script on another computer?
Yes, of course. But now I'm using it locally. I created an HTML file. I use it locally. To get to your friend's computer, you have to add to the script so it can read that path. Now we are using the local here.
Speaking in professional environment, you run the scripts on the server, for example. How does that happen? Run a script on the server on another machine.
Quite, I didn't get the question right. You want your script to run on your friend's machine and
Yes, another machine. Open another browser, another computer's browser. Is that possible?
nothing is impossible, but I'm not getting the link between. Your question is maybe I'm not getting what are you saying. So we have time. Okay, so what we have covered: web scraping, taking screenshots, creating PDFs, and make browser talk. So fast.
Can we log
You can ask in Armenian, no problem.
login on a image
ժամանակ չունես, այմա. Okay, let's make that fast. Can you give me just 2 minutes? Nico, I do automation. Հիմա մի հատ արագ ցույց տամ. Thank you-ի part-ը մեկ կողմ ցկենք ավելի որ աշխատի էս. Okay, I prepared something with Amazon, so I will just run it. Answering the question of using the input or typing or anything, just see this. I'm going to open the Amazon page, type in the input, search. I'm searching for, I guess I was searching for Adidas sneakers or something. So I just will run it to buy time because they are kicking me out. Don't say it's heavy. Oh. Yeah. Okay, quickly. Okay. So we are going here. We type at the screen sneakers. I'm going to the second page, not this one. I made next. If I can show you fast here. Oh, yeah.
Zapalnik Razmik.
Thank you.